Good Friday morning, everybody. Eddie William Sellers coming to you from a cold Atlanta this morning. Good heavens, it's cold outside. The Morning Post this morning. Maybe the reason I love Atlanta is because for the first 25 years of my life, I lived in or around Cabbagetown, within walking distance of downtown Atlanta. And for the next 20 years, I worked in the fairly popular district in downtown Atlanta, going in and out of the old historic buildings of Atlanta for meetings with some of the most prominent architects and engineers of the South. I knew every inch of the Glenn, Healy, Candler, Peachtree Center, Bona Allen, Equitable buildings, the Flatiron Building, 96 Poplar Street. I even had a shop in that building. And I loved my years on the corner of Lucky and Spring Street, down at the old Georgia Blueprint building. Driving out to Johns Creek yesterday, it took me over an hour from East Point. Such a boring ride to the north side of Atlanta, with the technology park sprinkled all along the way and the Panera Breads and traffic. Good Lord, such traffic. Maybe the people who don't love Atlanta and hate Atlanta traffic only have lived in places outside of the city. You will never find anyone who has ever lived in Cabbagetown or Grant Park or East Atlanta or Lakewood or any of these inner city neighborhoods who hate Atlanta. I have scheduled in August to have both eyelids tucked. Tucked? I guess that's a word, the way you say it. The doctor told me for a week after, no walking, no gardening, to stay in the house and to take it easy. That the bruising will look horrible for the first week or two. Of course, y'all know me. I'll do 100 videos and do live shows where I look like a monster. But that's just who I am. Eddie Sellers, attention seeker. I jest. No, not really. Well, maybe a little bit of attention seeker. There's nothing wrong with that. In reality, as I grow older and age daily, Paul said he died daily. I've just revised that too. I age daily. I like to take along the people of my age group with me as I experience aging, truthfully and honestly. You can paint it up and powder it up and roll and tint your curly hair, but buddy, that aging ain't going nowhere. It's just hanging on and still coming down the pipe. Truth, because it is going through, it's something to go through aging and then to process it and digest it. The doctor said my eyes are deep set and not the same. The symmetry is off a little, she said. I thought, good Lord, does she know I'm from Cabbagetown? They say that a lot of inbreeding happened in Cabbagetown. Now don't get mad at me. I didn't say that. They said that. Inbreeding. He said that's where all the beady eyes come from, that your daddy was your uncle also. Good Lord, we had some tales. You know, in the Cartersville, Georgia, they say the town motto is the family that lays together stays together. Anyhow, Tobacco Road, old-time Southern tales. That's awful. I probably shouldn't have said that. Then the scheduler said 30 days before the operation that I have to get my doctor to fill out all these forms that she gave me and do an EKG. She said, we require that of all of our patients over 65. Her saying that just sounded weird to me. Who's over 65? And I'm like, good Lord, I'm over 65 now. I'm in the over 65 category. Not that I'm 65, but I'm in the over 65 category. This aging is crazy, y'all. When does it stop? We know when it stops. We better hope that we keep aging. That just sounded to me like just a trick of the devil, as my old Granny Bratcher used to say. Sitting in 5 o'clock traffic heading back through Atlanta, I thought, I could see why some people hate Atlanta. I would hate it also if I had to drive through this mess every day and had to live in Johns Creek with a bunch of affluent white people next to a Panera Bread. Thank God for all of the neighborhoods in the inner city. That is where the flavor of any city is. Good morning, sweet people. It is cold in Atlanta this morning. Boom Boom is snoring by a fire. Ava is going to work today. I have lived to the age where I may get my eyes tightened up a little bit in August. Now, if I could get something done to these monkey feet. The picture over on my Facebook page. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Blue Sky. Now I'm on Substack, TikTok, of course. Come on over there and you can find me. I'm out there somewhere picking up daisies. The picture over on my Facebook page is Kathy and I lived in one side of a duplex on Powell Street in Cabbagetown, next door to the lady in the picture. Her name was Mildred. She had a daughter, Christina, who was on the spectrum. Kathy and I had our first home foreclosed on. We were only 19 and 20 years old. Foreclosed on in Austell. When we did, we moved back to Cabbagetown, rented a little duplex out of a duplex on Powell Street, and lived for years next door to Mildred and her daughter. They were sweet people, good neighbors. So were a lot of the people in Cabbagetown back then. Love y'all. See y'all.